So we're back, and yeah. But you know, there's this like how in lobbies, I've found that more people are a lot nicer, and the lobbies are a lot better. Like people are a lot more, you know what? They're a lot more into just having fun, than old H1 lobbies when it was popular, when H1, like PUBG wasn't out and just H1 was, the only thing. But also, the thing is, I like H1. And I think that I'd like it to be the big, like, Flame Hoppers game, of fucking course. But I'd like it to be a big, huge thing it was. But also, it's like, I kind of don't, in the sense of, when it was big like that, you just found so many toxic people, and when it's small like this, you get, well, there's people that actually want to have fun. They don't take it as seriously. They actually, do conversations. Like having the cookies versus donuts thing, that scares me. Why is that just out there? Like the cookies versus donuts thing, I think that's awesome because I can do that. I don't, why was this just right here? But I don't see that, like dang it, GG, man. How has that guy not killed you yet when you're sitting still in a... okay. Yeah, GG. But, I found, like, again, people are willing to have a conversation. They're willing to talk. They're willing to just bullshit around, they're willing to do that, and it's really fun, but it also comes at the cost about the games, well, how popular the game is.
You got a mic on?
And it's like...
You're the one that's getting banned. Oh, I remember it.
Oh, I'm getting banned?
Yeah. Why is he getting banned?
You remember that guy's name? What was that guy's name? I want to check out his Twitch. Remember his name?
I'm getting banned because I'm hacker!
But like... And also you see a lot of people, like, listen. I've seen him in a ton of games. And it's really fun to actually know people like
You
that.
wanna know why I'm getting banned, dude?
It reminds me of...
It says he got 2-tapped and he got really fucking pissed, that's why.
So he's calling you out for hacking?
You gotta talk shit in those certain cases, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let these royalties know that they're not better than... They're always trying to ego some platinums, you know what I'm saying?
Is he calling you a hacker because you two-tapped him?
Fuck! I want to be a royalty! Why, man? Why?
What rank are you right now?
Anybody that ever gets a 2-tap's a hacker.
I know, like, obviously you're master,
But,
what
like,
rank? Like, master what?
Master 5.
It's weird because...
5?
Fucking...
I mean, yeah, like, I'm not high up
like,
because I always get shot in the side. Like,
it's,
like top
No, I want
it's
to
kind
be
of
a
cool
royalty
to
solo.
think about
I already
Oh,
the,
yeah, so how
can
about we
they
talk
fucking
about
stop
my
talking, please? Thank you. Basically, fucking monologue here. Would this be monologuing? Yeah, it would be monologuing. Okay, I think. I don't really know. But, there's a huge, weird, like, thing, like, in Destiny, when I was really, really up there and I was really good, is... There was a small little community where just everyone was, nice to each other, and no one really, really, like, every single game was just fun. And it was because it was like everyone there knew they were good. Everyone there was like, okay. It's just, did he have a fucking hoodie? Wait a second. That's a thing? That's a thing. Oh wait, didn't they already have that? And I have that? I think I already have that now that I think about it. I just don't use it because I'm... Okay. But it's weird because, again, sound like a broken record, but when you have a smaller community, everyone kind of knows each other, so there's not really an anonymity there. And so it's like, the person you're gonna meet every single game, they can't just be a straight asshole to you every single game. Eventually, they're gonna have to be nice to you, And even then, people are still gonna be assholes. But it's like,
Shut up. You're bad.
if you're stuck with someone, like that person, like even it was a joke. That's just really annoying. But you get into that thing where the anonymity, which, like me, if I'm playing with people who basically know who I am, like, basically have seen me so many times, they know my personality and all that shit, it's not anonymous anymore, really. It's more of just, the only thing that makes you anonymous is your name. They know your personality, so it's like, and so that's what I like about having a small community, is a lot less people are just assholes. A lot more people, there's still some here and there, but, kid's name is Spyro. That's fucking amazing. You get a cookie. Or donut, whichever of, your choice. But, again, it goes to the anonymity. And what's really weird about that is when people say, the anonymity, they say that it's like, that's why a lot of people are assholes. Or not assholes, that's why. Oh, he's fucked. GG.
I got all those AKs on you.
I shot you 3 times with an AK shot with a shotgun. Apparently it didn't kill you. That's okay. GG, man. Good luck winning this game, and hope you get first place. I sound really sarcastic. I didn't. I suck too, man. It's okay. You're not alone.
I just don't play solos, so.
I play salty all the time. I mean, I play solos all the time. GG. But, the thing, like, if it was in a big thing, that guy might have been an asshole. Like, I don't think he was, because, whatever, how he reacted and stuff, but it's like, if I was against someone who, and then also another thing is, when someone's toxic, like, if someone, you die by someone, or even you kill someone, and they're like, oh, fuck you, you're gonna say, fuck you, I think, I don't know, but
we were climbing this car last round.
They're gonna be more likely to then say whenever they kill someone, fuck you right back. So it's like, what the fuck? That was close. But, and so it's like, and when you're in a game with only, people that you usually play with, like Listen, Fashad, or Pushad, I-37, I barely play with him, because he usually plays on the East Coast, but, other people that I'm blanking for some reason, like, people like that, where, you're gonna be playing with them, so it's like, if you die by them, you're not gonna be very, whatever, or even then, you're gonna be a lot less, successful, even in the lobby, to just be a fucking total asshole, because you know half the people. Like, not only Brad, I've played with him half a dozen times. Brunski played with him a half a dozen times. And obviously people don't see it like that. Or obviously, not everybody sees it like that. I cannot see it. But it's like, it's really, really interesting to look at it, and then basically because the whole entire thing is, would you rather have a better community? Because the community is actually pretty dang good right now. H1z, a lot of people are positive and not as asshole, as much of an asshole. But that comes at the price of popularity. Now, would you rather have more people in the game? Because it would, different people to face, different skills, more exposure, maybe more updates, all that stuff. Would you rather have that? Or would you rather have a better community? I personally would rather have a better community. I think it's more fun that way. I think it's because everyone on H1 right now is hardcore fan, basically. They're like the people who don't care about PUBG, or okay, maybe not a hardcore fan, but people who aren't just gonna flip-flop, if a new game comes out. They actually hold a little bit of loyalty. But I think that is really cool, and that's also one big reason of why the better community, because the people who play this game like this game. They're the people who see PUBG and say, okay, well, I like this game more than PUBG. Don't kill me, I'm just a child. They'll never know I'm here. Shit, that's a person. Shit. GG, man. You found a Lammy and an AK and a helmet? Dude, nice job. He's gonna die, isn't he? Yep, he did die, I can tell. Oh, no, he's still firing. And he won that battle. No, he didn't, did he? Maybe he did. I don't know. But that's kind of what I really kind of wanted to go through in this video, just because it's really it's only been 12 minutes. Fuck, I thought it was like fucking a lot longer. But just like what this, like what H1 was going through, because PUBG, if you look at PUBG, the community, no one talks in PUBG. No one ever. And then, so whenever everyone says PUBG's community is great, not likely. PUBG's community is probably actually fucking terrible. And the reason I say that is because it is all the people from H1 that are really assholes, basically, who are not loyal to any game. Like, look at Call of Duty. Even when Advanced Warfare came out, there were still people who were like, okay, you know what? This isn't the best game, but hey, I'll stick with it because, I know this game can bounce back and stuff like that. Did it bounce back? No. But, it's like, just no. But, same with H1. It's like the people who will, aren't just gonna, it's like, oh, this game's going through a low point. Nope, not gonna play it. Yeah, it's like, I think that's kind of, of course, I get that, because it's like, you're gonna play something that you find fun. But the people who then leave the game and then say this game's shit, and then say everything about it and not say anything good about it, like, there's multiple things good about this game. The potential is amazing. But the thing about this, what annoys me is, like, look at Destiny, I loved playing that game. It was so much fun. But it's a shit game. The game itself is absolutely terrible. Are there good things about it? Yeah, there's good things about it. And I'm talking about Destiny 1. Destiny 1, it was fun to play. And I'd always tell my friend, and we'd always agree on this. You can say you like the game, okay? You can say you love a game all you want. It's just that you cannot say that it is a good game. Like, same with Destiny. You cannot say Destiny is a good game, because it's not. game design, fucking
Yo,
terrible.
sup?
Balance, terrible. Enemies, AI, terrible. But is it so much fun to play? Hell yeah, it's fun to play. That's why a ton of people play it. You know? And so it's like, same with H1. It's like, it's so much fun to play. You know, if it's not fun to play, I get it. Hey, Rethink's on there. That's cool. But, like, you know, same with H1. It's not a very good game. Game design, pretty shit, you know. But it's like, it's also the first of its kind, except for the mod for Arma 2, or I don't know, actually, it might have been Arma 3, but, you know, the mod that Unknown Player made, but it's kind of, you know, you can't really judge it. Like, okay, you can judge H1, 110%, but you cannot expect perfection from it. And of course, they all landed at my loot spots. Of course. But you cannot expect perfection. You can't expect perfection from really anything, but each one can be damn better. It can be way better. And I think that you should strive to better your game, but I also think it's stupid to expect, you know, H1 to be instantly perfect. And it's not even because it's an early access game. It's really not. H1 has been in game development for far too long for it to be an actual early access game. You know? But at least that's how I see it. But stop moving for a second. Why is this guy sitting in the middle of this fucking area? I'm stupid, so I'm gonna bite it. But, you know, you get to the point where, you know, can't expect perfection, but, you know, again.
How you doing?
Oh, hey, Big Dolt, how are you?
That's a weird place to sit. How long have you been there?
5 days, 3 weeks.
Stupid. Yeah. Damn, good
GG,
job.
man.
Yo, are you streaming right now?
Hey, that's not very nice, dude. GG, man.
Yo, is that a bronze?
I died,
Bro.
so,
Bro. Yo, check me out on Twitch.
you know, like, these guys are cool.
Yo.
It's, you know, it's cool to actually, like, you know, whatever, but, yeah, like, H1, I think, back to the original question, this really hasn't gone anywhere, actually, now that I think about it, but, this video, but, back to the question, would you rather have a bigger community, or would you rather, like, a bigger community that's a shit one, or would you rather have a smaller community that is a better one?
Dude, not in here. Hello.
And I said it, you know, whatever, I would rather have a smaller community, but it's really weird to see how it fluctuates in the sense of the people who make games big, like the type of people, you know, people who, you know, like the masses of people who actually make a game big, like PUBG.
Yeah, they probably don't work.
They're
They work
type of
100%.
people, like,
Yo, check me out
you know,
on Twitch, brother.
what's up, Big Dolt? How are you?
Yo, follow me on Twitter, so that you'll see all the
But
proof.
you know, they're the type of people, like, you know,
I literally just
you'll
started
see,
streaming.
people like the people who flock to PUBG from H1 just because, you know, whatever, you know, obviously,
Anyone
okay,
need a Steam
if you
card?
think it's big,
$12 for
better,
$20.
you know, that's cool, whatever, but it's like,
Lord Rahim.
you know, the thing is, it's the
Steam
people
card, Steam
who,
card.
fucking shut up, Sevi,
12 for 20.
that's the most stupid scam I've ever heard.
It's not a scam, the guy in the window.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No, follow me on Twitter, so you'll find out.
You know, you get to,
I
like,
sold a lot already.
well, you get to, the
Twitter
thing
at Sevigod,
where-
follow it, check it out. Go, 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 Sevigod.
Anybody got a Twitch ready for training?
but you, like, get to the point of, I've said that so many times, but, you know, you have the thing where people, you know, go to, PUBG, and there will be times where it's a better game comes out, you know. But the thing about PUBG is the people who, same with like a Destiny 2, a Destiny 1, the people who flock to it and just instantly say this is the best game that was ever made and it's perfect, nothing bad about it. If you say something bad about it, you are the devil himself. You know, people who like that, they're the type of people that make those type of games insanely popular. And why I say that is because it makes games like that, because, you know, obviously you get, like, okay, you know what, I'm not saying PUBG is a bad game. I'm really not. I think it's actually a decently fun game. But, and why I need to reiterate that so much is because I can hear myself and it fucking sounds like I'm hating on PUBG. But at least to me. But, you know, you get into, I don't really know how any other way to fucking start a sentence on this topic, so that's what I'm gonna go with. But, you know, you have the people who are diehard fucking fans, you know, or not diehard fans, sorry. People of, you know what, they absolutely, you know, think PUBG's the greatest game ever and you have nothing bad with it. Those type of people who, like, as soon as a new game comes out and it's, you know, starting to get a little bit of traction, as soon as it gets, you know, popular, or it's, you know, oh, you're cool if you play this game. As soon as that happens, or, you know, a ton of YouTubers are saying this game's good, or, you know, a ton of people are saying this, you know, whatever. You know, then you get the people who are just Misty Peak Dog. You know, you get the people who are just straight up, this game's the best. Why is it the best? Do you have any actual proof? I mean, sorry, do you actually have any reasons? You know, do you actually have, okay, this game is good because of this, this, and this. Like, this game was made good because of, like, it has this, you know, like, it does have flaws, and, you know, you know, all that kind of stuff. One sec. But, you get into these, you know, you get that, but, you know, those types of people, they make the game popular, and then, you know, they stand by it. It's like, the Trump and Hillary thing. Do you remember, I hope you do, but back in the middle of the Trump and Hillary stuff, there was, before they actually became, you know, liked and whatever, there was, GG, you know, you could hear almost everyone say the better of two evils. And then something happened. And it was weird. It was very, very weird. And kind of confusing. Because this happens a lot, and I don't really know why, but people were saying the lesser of two evils. Same with PUBG and H1. the game was basically, everyone was saying it's shit, and then PUBG came out, and then people would say, oh, it's not very good, or it's, well, okay, not really, but, and then people were just saying, this game's the best game ever, because there's only one thing that they could compare it to, and the Trump and Hillary thing is the fact that GG, man. You get, people saying they're worst of two, like, you have to pick the best of two evils. Same thing with Obama and Mitt Romney. You get that, but then, a little longer, people accept the fact that they're gonna have to get him. And then they pick sides, and then they say, this is the best thing that's ever happened to America. And then you're sitting there like, you literally just said that that was the worst of two evils. What do you mean? Same thing with H1, in the sense of, people are saying, not really the same thing with H1, but it's like, they're taking this, thing that's like, PUBG is not a very, like, it's not a stellar game. It's a decent game. I think one problem is the looting. Huge problem. If that got fixed, it would be much better, but you're taking this thing where it's not very good. Same thing with H1. A lot of more people defending H1, they're more saying, like, it has its problems, but, there's good things about it, whatever. But all the people I see defending PUBG just say it's the best game ever, whatever. And yeah, it's weird, because it's like, is it just because everyone else plays it, or because it's popular, or it's actually, people enjoy the game? Why are you saying, and I've asked people, like, why do you think PUBG is really fun? And they just say, well, because H1's shit, and, PUBG's more realistic. Is that a reason? No, it's not a fucking reason. Like, they don't go into specifics, they just bash H1. And it's like, well, why is it a good game? Why is it, all that kind of stuff, which is really, really, really weird, but really interesting. Yeah, it's so interesting, and it's really, really cool to dive into, why people do that, like, why would you go into, like, and they don't really have a reason, and, stuff like that. It's really weird. It's really fun, too. I mean, not fun, it's really interesting, but,
Hey man, that's hurtful. I'm just trying to be nice.
28 minutes, oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I want to delve into, and, I didn't really have a way for this video. I didn't have a plan or anything like that. I don't know, just wanted to talk for some reason. Just get my thoughts out onto it, of what H1, or why H1 has become, whatever. Because I can't really, write it down on Google Docs and then read it to myself and be like, yep, that sounds like a good idea. But it's just like, at least on YouTube, I know maybe someone will hear it. Probably not, but maybe.